the market is a bit red. People are talking about double tops potentially being in place. But I do think that this market is getting ready to heat up into the end of 2025. So we need to be talking about some hot, low cap meme coins in today's sponsored video. We're going to be talking about Barn. So without further ado, welcome back to the Crypto Report. I'm Black C. Hit that like button, subscribe to the channel right now. Let's hop in this video. All right, guys. So I want to talk about Barn, okay? Because we're starting to see some life come back to the trenches, all right? We saw some Solana memes start to run. We saw them kind of, the entire space get inflated, and nothing really was happening. But now, guys, I am seeing some low-cap meme coins actually making moves, and Barn is one of them. So without further ado, let's talk about this. So what is Barn? It says, welcome to Barn. First shown in 1997 on The Simpsons. Crypto Barn hinted at the future. The Simpsons told you first. So basically, everyone likes to talk about how The Simpsons can tell the future, and they kind of like create prophecies. Like they talked about Trump becoming president. They've talked about this, that, the other. And today we're talking about how they talked about the crypto barn in 1997, guys. Okay, Bitcoin didn't come out until 2008. Okay, pretty crazy stuff. So if you want to just buy it, here's the contract address. You can buy on Uniswap and check it out on Etherscan. But let's go through this. Who is Barn? We are more than just another meme coin. We're the community unraveling the mystery behind Springfield's strangest prophecy. Decades before crypto became mainstream, The Simpsons quietly hinted at a future driven by cryptography hidden behind the doors of the mysterious crypto barn. It's actually pretty crazy, guys. Like, if you actually watch some Simpsons episodes from back, the 90s and even the 2000s, it's pretty fascinating the stuff they talk about. That's people question if the writers are time travelers, because it's quite fascinating. So they say, was it a coincidence, or did Springfield know something the rest of us didn't? Barn, from the legendary prediction, Barn brings together meme lovers, crypto believers, and conspiracy-curious minds on Ethereum. Together, we're decoding the future, one meme at a time. Join us and see the deep rabbit hole or Barn really goes, right? It's pretty fascinating stuff. So we're going to go through the narrative and what's going on here, guys. This isn't financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. I put my money where my mouth is, and I tell you guys what I'm doing. And I am looking for some meme coin opportunities, especially these really low-cap memes, because right now, the entire space is pretty beaten up. Really, we're having a Bitcoin bull market, and altcoins have been, to be honest, bleeding out versus Bitcoin. I do think that if you can sleuth around and really sniff out some good gems, there is money to be made. And will that be Barn? Time will tell. But the lower the market cap, the more risky it is, but the more opportunity there is as well. So, guys, please, if you are going to buy any of this, use money you're willing to lose, especially the lower the market cap, the higher likelihood the volatility will swing in both directions. So be prepared for that. They say on March 2nd, 1997. It's crazy. I'm saying 1997. I have to stop for a second because, guys, that was, what was that? 28 years ago? Pretty incredible. The Simpsons aired season 8, episode 17, My Sister, My Sitter. Hidden in the background of Springfield's newly opened Squidport set a strange little shop, Crypto Barn, a place for codes. No one knew it then, but the store wasn't just a joke. It was a prophecy. And guys, what was cryptocurrency in 1997? I don't think anybody knew what that was, right? Long before Bitcoin, before anyone talked about decentralization, before Ethereum, seed phrases, and cold wallets, the Simpsons saw it coming. Crypto Barn stood there selling loads of codes, hinting at a world where cryptography would underpin global finance. In just a few seconds of screen time, the biggest animated show on Earth predicted the entire blockchain revolution. Fast forward to now, Crypto Barn is more than a meme, it's a movement. Barn is the first meme coin to publicize this deep-cut narrative, turning forgotten background lore into on-chain mythology. The barn doors are unlocked, the padlock is swinging, and Crypto Barn is back open. It's pretty fascinating. So I want to play this video here. It's kind of just a fun little video, but it is pretty interesting. So I'm going to mute my mic and let's watch this together.
I'm so honored that Springfield has been chosen to host all these upscale chain stores.
Ledger actually had been early engineers that worked on Bitcoin, and they saw some of the scalability problems that Bitcoin's likely to have.
I'm so honored that Springfield.
So pretty fascinating stuff, right? It actually is quite mind-boggling when you really look into it. Just they show you it was in 1997, all this crypto talk before we even had Bitcoin, right? It's quite fascinating. Here's some tokenomics. They show the total supply is 1 billion coins. They've got a 0% tax. Liquidity's locked. The contract's renounced. And this is a CTO, so a community takeover, which is nice to see. So there's not just one big whale that owns the majority of it. And when you look through this, you can see that so this is what I'm talking about. Talk about low market cap, right? 366K market cap with $54,000 in liquidity. It's easily to move this, guys, so please trade at your own risk here, guys. It is a very, very volatile. Anything that's underneath anything underneath $1 million market cap is very, very volatile, so be cautious of that. But guys, if you look at this, this is not a terrible chart, especially based on what's been going on in the overall crypto space. With the entire traditional market, when the tariffs came in, really just destroyed the risk-on asset nature of altcoins. But guys, this is holding up pretty well here. If you were to measure this, if you look at this, let's look at lower time frames here. Let's look at some 4-hourly to kind of get a better idea of where we're at here. You can kind of see, yeah, we've broken down, but guys, it's a community takeover. They're just starting to do marketing again. I wouldn't be surprised to see a little bit of a gain here. So pretty interesting stuff. If you guys want to check out their Twitter as well, you can see at Crypto Barn CTO 8. I'll have a link in the description box below. But pretty fascinating stuff, guys. It's nice to see meme coins, right? Not just pure cash grabs, actually community memes. I like to see community takeovers because obviously there's a community, and it's not just somebody launching a coin and rug pulling it. And it's something nice to see behind behind a coin is an actual community. I like to see it. They're posting pretty actively as well. Lots of different memes. I like to see that. And yeah, it's a small account, guys, because this is a small coin. It is a small coin. It is just launched not that long ago. And guys, you look at the overall market. Bitcoin's trading at 105,000. We're seeing red across the board. Bitcoin dominance is continuing to rally. A lot of people are saying, oh, there's a double top forming on Bitcoin. And, I've been saying for a while, I've been trading crypto for nearly a decade, guys, and crypto is very seasonal, and it follows the 4-year cycle. And I'm going to continue to say that we're in the 4-year cycle until the fat lady sings. And the fat lady sing will be all-time highs in Q4 2025. And I do think that you will see altcoins and meme coins rally with that. So it's pretty interesting time. You look at Bitcoin right now, and this is what I'm talking about. People are calling this a double top because if you zoom out here, I get why people are saying that. Let's look at the daily time frame. The weekly looks a little bit more bearish than the daily time frame, but people are saying, they're pointing out to me Black Sea, that's a double top. But guys, we can be sluggish through Q3 and chop around. We could even come down to 94K before we rally to new all-time highs in Q4 2025. My invalidation for that would be if on the monthly candle closures of June that we are closing basically above 107,000. If we're closing above 107,000 on the monthly candle, I would say, yeah, we're probably going to be continuing to the upside to new all-time highs in Q3 and front-running Q4. But regardless, guys, I like to see meme coins succeed. I like to see altcoins succeed and get taken over by communities and pushed. I like to see those allowed communities underneath my Twitter posts. It's very, very bullish to me. I like to see not artificial coins just getting created and rugging. That's the bad stuff. The extraction is bad, but when there's actually community, I like it. It's fun. And you can make money. Now, that's not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor, guys. I'm just telling you guys my thoughts on Barn and the overall cryptocurrency market. If you like some content, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel right now. I'll see you next one. Bye-bye.